Hello and welcome to my Spooktober 2025 video reviews. Spooktober 2025 is one of the biggest visual novel specific game jams that I've personally stumbled upon. I've joined in this game jam myself with a brilliant team to make Amorphous, but there's also a lot of other core games submitted which I'll be focusing on today. We'll start by taking a splash with Nova's ship, before an atmospheric walk with the girl and the fallen star. Then a startling look at Look at Me, while finally enjoying hot dogs in Happy Customer. At the time of recording, each of these games are still available to play on itch.io, and links to these games will be listed in the description. Entering game jams takes a lot of energy and determination, and I'm sure these developers would appreciate visual novel fans like you taking a closer look at their game. So, without further ado, who would have guessed a nautical themed visual novel would have caught the attention of someone who goes by Sailing Ocelot? This is Nova's ship, which is hosted on the Azu FX team. There is a whole crew of staff on this one, including Kylie Saw as a director, Jay Cuvée as one of the writers, and Elina Hino as art director. My apologies for the probable poor pronunciation on that one. The whole team has put a lot of work into what is quite a complex story, and it's impressive to see a team like this come together. Nova's ship is a story of complete chaos. Our main protagonist is seemingly plucked out from a crowd at random to captain a ship that is on a dangerous and, dare I say, ill-fated journey.
We are looking for you. Yes, you. No experience necessary. Good pay. No credit check.
It is hard to keep up with some of the chaos that is happening, and at times I am left a little bit confused. Occasionally it feels as if there is missing character art, or that perhaps the events that are happening are too random or obscure. And some of the voices do seem a little quiet as well, and may benefit from balancing.
Good morning, Captain Drake!
But they work well together, which is a credit to the voice director.
You grew these yourself, kid?
I thought Sky Santa Cruz, who played Yuka, had a very convincing voice for a child character.
Over in this area, we have the green beans, the green onions, the green cabbages, and a bunch of other green vegetables here.
And Taylor Fernandez, who played Captain Drake, voiced some excellent breakdowns.
Oh, buddy, your diet's about to become 90% firecrackers. Oh, yes, the ones you hate. I'll even sprinkle in some scrambled eggs if you'd like.
Nova's ship is a bizarre and haunting tale upon the sea which makes the most of a team. I've never worked in such a big game dev team before, but would certainly be interested in trying it one day. I think Nova's ship should definitely celebrate a success in collaboration. The Girl and the Fallen Star is a frankly stunning visual novel created by a team of two, Daria Vladimirova and Dima Skonov. Again, my apologies for mispronunciation. This visual novel instantly gave me a fairy tale vibe, and the art style itself is truly enchanting. In this visual novel, you will follow the journey of a girl who is keen to find a fallen star. You come across some animals who bring with them their own perspectives of the consequences of such a journey, and in the end, you will make a choice yourself. This is a story that deserves patience and time to take it in. It left me with questions and also some reflection. You'll stumble upon two endings, and I'd be very interested to learn what others think about them, and also what the game developers intended. In some ways, it reminded me of a sad story, where children have been known to pick up dangerous objects during wartime, not knowing what they are, but thinking that they would be useful. On the other hand, it also reminds me of how children can be so enchanted to the concepts of hope and light. I feel the music and sound effects worked well together alongside the enchanting art and story. I wish there was a little more on the itch.io submission page about the developers so I could learn more about their talents. I was also worried about the possibility of jump scares, which are naturally frequent in the spooky genre. I would have felt reassured if the itch.io page told me I needn't have been worried. This is quite a short game, but it's certainly worth taking a look. Stunning art and a creepy atmosphere. Look at Me is Shalorna's first visual novel. First? Oh my gosh. For a first attempt, the visual novel is a particularly impressive feat. This visual novel does include a storyline with child neglect, blood and depression, as described on the itch.io page. There are also some spooky jump scares which did lead me to not completing this game, mostly because I am a total wimp. I would definitely appreciate a warning on the itch.io submission page. But what I really like about the visual novel is the art. The limited colour palette creates a firm setting that engrossed me into an emotional depth as I felt the blandness and monotone nature of the girl's current life. The music and sound effects added so much to this visual novel too. The smashing of the mirror scene is incredibly disturbing, and if you're okay with the trigger warnings and like a good horror story, I definitely recommend this. For this brave solo developer, I would suggest they keep up the drive from making visual novels and consider working with a small team, which could lead to a great learning experience for them in future solo dev adventures. Writing stories on such topics such as child neglect can be very difficult for a myriad of reasons. Working with someone on such a story could help the writer express herself more clearly while considering the big picture and implications. Finally, it's time to serve hot dogs through Happy Customer. This is an impressive, bright and beautiful visual novel created by Zerpy Mooney that gave me the feelings. Through the perspective of an innocent robot just trying to do its best, you serve delicious looking hot dogs to a variety of customers. This game reminded me of the successful Coffee Talk visual novel, which is a gorgeous pixel art visual novel where you remain in one setting, a cafe, and get to know the customers you serve coffee to quite well. There are many distinctions between Happy Customer and Coffee Talk, not just the visual side, but the story content as well. However, if you like Coffee Talk, you should definitely check this one out. The characters stand out and are visually very well designed. As someone who specialises in creative writing, I have to comment about how well written and convincing the dialogue is. Zerpy Mooney is a very strong writer and should be incredibly proud of their work. My favourite character is this little chap here, and I'm desperate to see what happens next. So, please be kind, leave your feedback, and encourage this game developer to keep working on this beautiful game. So, there you go. 4 visual novels from Spooktober 2025, which ended in September, which makes this video very late indeed. I recorded gameplay of these 4 games in October, so do be on the lookout for potential updates. As someone who has been working hard on personal visual novel projects, I can't emphasize enough just how helpful feedback and encouragement can be sometimes. For these 4 projects, I looked for games that game developers have clearly put their hearts into, that might not have as many comments as they should. I also have to say that I really enjoyed Spooktober 25 and look forward to participating again next year. For now, sail on.